Electrostatics of conductors. So, in this section we will discuss some important results regarding the electrostatic behavior of conductors. So, first one, inside a conductor electrostatic field is 0. So, in the interior of a metallic conductor at any point the field must be 0. Suppose if it is not 0, what happens? If I consider a conductor, inside the conductor at any point if the electrostatic field is not 0, these metallic conductors will be having free electrons. So, these free electrons are charged particles, as you know very well. So, these free electrons, due to this electrostatic field which is existing inside, they start moving. When they start moving, moving charge constitutes current in the interior of the conductor, but no such currents are observed. That's why there is no such field. So, in the interior of the conductor there cannot be any electrostatic field. Then coming to second point, electrostatic field is normal to the surface of a charged conductor at any point on the conductor. So, if you consider a conductor of any shape, if it is given some charge, so field on the surface of the conductor at every point should be normal to the surface. Normal means perpendicular to the surface. So, it should be this way. Suppose if it is not perpendicular to the surface, like at this point, let us say field is along this direction, it is not perpendicular to the surface, then I can draw components of this electric field, one along the surface, so I will call it as E parallel, one perpendicular to the surface, so I will call this as E perpendicular. So, there are two components. So, there is a non-zero component in the direction parallel to the surface. So, this component which is parallel to the surface will make these charges which are present on the surface to move. When they move, the movement of these charged particles on the surface will constitute current, but practically no such currents are observed. No such currents are observed means there is no force in the direction along the surface of the conductor, that means tangential to the surface of the conductor. So, hence this component E parallel do not exist. This is possible only when entire electric field is in the direction normal to the surface. So, hence electrostatic field should be normal to the surface of a charged conductor at any point on the conductor. Then coming to third point, the interior of a conductor can have no excess charge in a static situation. So, if I consider a conductor, inside the conductor there cannot be any static charge. If there is static charge, what happens? This gives rise to field. Due to this field, what happens? The free electrons inside start moving, right, and hence it contradicts the first point itself, right. Inside the conductor electrostatic field should be 0, but if there is a excess charge inside, then it will have non-zero field inside. So, no such field is observed, that is why interior of the conductor can have no excess charge. There cannot be any excess charge in the interior of the conductor. This is third point. Moving to next point, fourth one, electrostatic potential is constant throughout the volume of the conductor and has same value as inside on its surface. So, in the interior of the conductor electrostatic potential is same as that on the surface. Whole volume of the conductor will be equipotential volume. Now, why it should be equipotential volume? Why it should be constant? See, we know that relation between field and potential, E is equal to minus dV by dr. So, now inside the conductor electric field turns out to be 0. So, that means 0 is equal to minus dV by dr, which implies V is equal to constant. So, it follows from the relation between electric field and potential. So, entire volume of the conductor will be a equipotential volume, an equipotential volume. So, that is fourth point. Electrostatic potential is constant throughout the volume of the conductor and its value is equal to that on its surface. Then coming to next point, fifth point, that is electrostatic shielding. So, we know that interior of the conductor cannot have any excess charge. So, there will be no electric field inside. So, therefore, what we will do is we will create a cavity inside the interior of the conductor. In the interior of the conductor, we will create a cavity. So, in this cavity, so electric field is 0, potential is equal to potential on the surface and charge density is also equal to 0. So, now in this cavity, if I keep any equipment that has to be protected from external stray electric fields, any sensitive electrical equipment which is sensitive to external electric field, if I keep it in cavity, it is shielded from external electric field. So, field lines do not enter inside the conductor, that is why hence the equipment that you have kept inside, it will be protected from external electric field. So, this process is called electrostatic shielding. So, this is the fifth point and this is electrostatics of conductor.